Good morning. This is Tracy with Totally Traced. I am live with you today. I'm going to show you a card using the lovely Garden Suite. It's looking a little dark here in the corner, so I'm trying to adjust my lighting for you here. Maybe I'll just move up a little bit. So this suite is something that I am featuring all month long. So I'll be doing lives, I'll be doing reels for you. And then this is also my card class to go for the month of April. So you can order a kit and it'll have all the supplies needed to make 5 cards. I'm showing a sneak peek of 3 of them for you right now. And your kit will include 6 sheets of the designer series paper that are from the kits. Like, I love the black and white, and then I love the bolds, like especially this one. This one's my favorite, I think. So you'll receive that. You'll receive 2 feet of the velvet ribbon. It's very thin. It feels like velvet. So you'll receive that, and then you'll receive a strip of the, I forgot what these dots are called, but I'll show them up close for you. Good morning, Gail. So I already have most of these colors, so I was like, I don't know if I want them. And when they came in, I don't know if you can see the detail behind them, but I was like, ooh, they have like little starbursts on them. So you receive a strip of that, and then all the card stock will be prepped for you. You'll get all the die cuts ready for you so that you can make these cards. You'll just need the ink and stamps. And so I'm using the Thankful Garden, but of course, like I know Gail already ordered this kit, and she's just going to use her own flowers because she doesn't have this stamp set. So any flowers will work for it. Good morning, Karen. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to make a card today using that same suite. So let me get a little organized here. And I'm tracing a card. So remember, my name is Totally Traced because I believe that anybody can be a crafter. And the way to start is just to trace somebody else's ideas. And even those of us that have been stamping and crafting forever, we're still copying others' ideas. So I'm tracing a card today. It comes from Simply Sweet Ink. She used different paper, different stamps, but it's going to be the same layout. So you can decide how much of a card you trace. All right, so let's get started. I've started with my card base. So this is 8.5 by 3.25. So let me show you what I did. I started with a full sheet of cardstock and I laid it landscape, and I cut it just 3.25, and then I folded it in half. So that's giving me my card base. And you're probably thinking, how is that the card base? But I promise it's going to end up as a full-size card. All right, and then, oh no, what did I do with the paper? Here it is. I am going to use this sheet of paper, and I'm really picky about the part of paper that I want. I have been using these flowers on all my cards, and I haven't using this much. These, I don't know if I've used it at all. I think I've made 1 card. So I'm going to use that. So this is where I want to cut it. I'm going to cut it at 3 inches by 4.25. And actually, I think I wanted it by 4. Let's see how that looks. You know what? I'm okay with it laying over like that, so I'll just keep it that way. All right, then I am using the Everyday Arches dies. And I looked them up this morning, and believe it or not, they're sold out again. Like, these have been the hardest dies to get. And of course, I can't find them right now to show you. Where did I put them? Oh, geez, they're laying right next to me, right here. So Everyday Arches dies. This is just going to be one of my staples. I just got them myself because they keep, as soon as they're available, they sell out again. And I'm using the 4th size. And so I just ran it through, and I did it in white and fresh freesia because I'm not sure which one I'm going to like. But I'm going to lay it so that my card will still be, see, it'll still fit in an envelope, so it's going to be about that size. Okay, so that's going to be my card base. Good morning, Muriel. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this, and I'm going to use Stays On ink, the black. Ooh. And with the black, I just find it's better to rub it first and then kind of ink it up. So this suite also comes with the masks. I don't know how many of you have used the masks, but they are game changers. So I do not consider myself an artist. I try really hard, and these do that for me, even more so than the blending brushes. All right, so let me show you how these work. So this set actually comes with a ton of masks because you can use it on this flower that I'm doing right now, or it does it for this flower too. So like double what all the other ones that I've used before. And they're numbered. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on with my voice. They're numbered, so I'm using number 1. And then you just kind of have to figure out how it lays. Most of them that I've ordered in the past, like it lays this way, but I know this one's crooked. So I'll just kind of go around until I figure it out. Oh, I'm getting close. And it might be easy for you. I'm just challenged when it comes to this kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to get that lined up, and then I just mark it. So I'm going to move my card so you can see my card is on the lines there so that I know where that goes. And then I just mark here, and I'm going to mark down here. That's going to be important because we're going to be changing the masks. All right, and then I'm going to get my fresh freesia. And you're just going to blend it in, and you can do as much or as little ink as you want. This first layer I tend to do somewhat light. Okay, and then of course you can lift it up and look at it. I'm happy with that color. And now I'm going to find mask number 2, which is right here. So again, it's numbered for you. And if some people tape it down, I don't have the patience for that. I just kind of try and lay it. So I'm getting close to this. You can tell I moved it. They're pretty forgiving. And now I'm going to use fresh freesia again. This is something that you can layer up with different colors, but in this case, I'm going to use the same color. And so I'm just going to kind of lift it up. You can see it's already adding some dimension. Looked like I was a little light over here. Okay, and then I'm going to go to mask number 3. And I'm just using my guide, and then you can see I'm a little off, so I just kind of move it. Okay, and then this one I'm going to do a little bit darker. I want it even darker, I think. Okay, yeah, look at that. Like, I just love how that looks. I love how it adds the dimension. So this was done with the same thing. I used the masks and the leaves. Yep, love the look of it. All right, so now I'm going to do the leaves. I'm doing garden green. And so the process is the exact same. I'm going to find, so with the leaves, there's 2. So I'm going to start with number 1. And And, oh, and by the way, these are so easy to clean. You just, oh, let me see what kind of color I've got. Okay, it doesn't look like I've got much. You just run them underwater and the ink just runs right off. Sorry if I'm shaking a little bit here. Good morning, Pat. Thanks for joining me today. All right, so there, and now I'm gonna get mask number 2. The leaves are easier to line up in my opinion. Good morning, Barbara. Glad you could make it this morning. Okay, and again, I'm just gonna peek. Okay, yay! I'm clapping. I'm excited how that looks. So again, this is the Thankful Garden that has the stamp, it has the masks, and then it also has the die cut for it. So I'm going to die cut this out. And this is an online exclusive, so this is not in the last catalog. It's not in the new catalog coming out. The only way to get this is it's right in my online store. Okay, so I'm just going to run it through my die cutting machine. This one does need the large one, so I'm not going to be on camera for you. Here, I'll give you something pretty to look at while I'm doing it. So those are the cards that are in my card kit for the month of April. I do have the link in the comment section if you want to go ahead and click on that. You can register for that class and I'll send the kit out to you. There we go. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've cut this one out. Okay, ta-da! All right, so let's go back to my card base. I haven't glued anything down because I want to see what I like. And of course, get your opinion. So I'm thinking this is just going to go right in there. Okay, let's see what it looks like with the purple. All right, what does everybody think? Does it look better with the purple or the white? While you're thinking about that, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Let's see, I think Thankful for You, Friends is my favorite. I just love the fonts on it. You Make a Difference, of course, with love. I think this is the perfect stamp set for Mother's Day. So if you haven't made a Mother's Day card yet, this is a good one. I'm going to do You Make a Difference, though. I think that's a great one for teachers. Although, actually, that's a good sentiment for Mom, too. Oh, look at that scrap. That fits it perfectly. All right, Pat saying she likes the white better. Oh, Gail says she likes, oh, gosh, that was my knee hitting the table. Ouch. Gail says she likes the white as well. Okay, so we might be doing white. Okay, I'm just going to stamp this towards the bottom. And then I'll trim that down. I am not going to fussy cut this morning. I'll just cut it so that it's a little bit smaller. I used to stress about this, of that I couldn't get it straight, but I don't anymore. All right, there we go. So let's see. Okay, everybody likes the white better. And then I think I might decorate that white up a little bit. So I love this paper. When I first got the set, I was like, oh, why did they do that? You know, usually one side is very vibrant and the other side is back. Uh-oh, Denise has a different opinion. She says the fresh freesia. And I didn't like this sheet in it. But of course, I mean, look, as a background, it's amazing. All right, we'll let the debate continue. We're 2-1 right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna measure this. Let's see how long that is. It's a little bit shorter than 3 inches. So I'm gonna cut it at 3 inches. Because then I can just trim it off. And I think that's too much. So I might, oh wait, we're gonna go this way. I think I'm gonna cut it right about there. That's looking about 1.25, 1 1/4. I'll go 1.5. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna layer this up, see how I like it. Okay, yep, I like that on there. And then of course I'm gonna add some of this ribbon. So let's glue this down. I'm gonna line up that side and then I'll trim off any excess in a little bit. Okay. So I want it there, and I think there also. All right, because this ribbon is a little thick and velvety, I think I'm gonna use my tape to tape this down. Choo-choo. So this is just tear and tape. If I can find my edge, there you are. Okay, oop, did that a little too high. Let's see if that's better. That's perfect. Good morning, Laura. Thanks for joining. I'm using the lovely Garden Suite to make this card, and then the Everyday Arches, which I'm sad to say, I don't think it's supposed to come back until mid-May. You just got to keep, if this is something you want, you just got to keep watching the online store, and as soon as it's there, add it to your cart and check out. Oh, I hope that one will stay. I might pull that one back up just to make sure. Oh, yep, it's gonna stay. Okay, perfect. All right. So let's see. Oh, nope, he's not gonna stay. All right, one more. It's funny how that it's not wanting to come up yet. It wouldn't stay. There we go, and then we'll just cut off that extra. Okay. And now I don't want anybody to see that ugly part when they open it up, so I'm going to kind of pay attention to that too when I'm playing it down on the card. Of course, I could always just punch another one and put it on the back, so we'll see if I have to do that. And then I'm going to attach this with dimensionals. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of lay it. All right, yep, I think I'm good with the tape too. We'll see. Yep, can't see any of that. And then I'm going to just compare it to a regular card base to make sure that it's going to fit in an envelope. And yes, it'll be fine. And then we'll attach this with some dimensionals. Yes, Gail says Scotch tape will work too. Yes. And then, of course, they've got all the fancy ones. Like Scotch tape is pretty thick. Wide, I guess, is more the correct word I'm looking for. So you might just want to pay attention to that too. And then, let's use a mini one for that. And there we go. Of course, you could put another white piece in there, but just kind of a fun, different card, not the shape that we're normally used to. Again, if you would like to order a kit to make 5 cards, here's 3 of the cards that you'll make with the kits. And then, of course, every month I always have a free with purchase kits. So if you place $35 order in my online store, you get the kit to make these 4 cards. Thanks for joining me. Next time I am live will be Wednesday of next week, and I'll be demonstrating another card for you. I hope you have a great Saturday. See you next time.